All right. Let's see if this will work a little better. I tried something. I wiggled some cords, and let's see if we get this better here. We'll see. We'll just have to try. So, where was I? I was talking about not being a dick. Yeah, that's probably it. Maybe the internet doesn't like me using the word dick. Maybe that's the problem. So, and I talked about how important it is that Robin went out to the truck stop. So, I also want to talk about my friend Mark Overgard, who may or may be on here, may or be coming back. All right, Andy, I see at least you're here with me. Maybe your connection is better. I'm not showing up over here on my personal Facebook. I'll keep an eye on that. But I'll talk about Mark. He's an amazing cook. He cans, he makes beer, he makes kombucha. He's really found a way to survive in this whole circumstances. So how fantastic is that? One of the things we didn't talk about much yesterday is what the Idaho companies are doing. It's Idaho Gives Day. I've got that down at the bottom if you have a chance to do that. They've expanded it from a day to an entire couple of weeks, which is important. But I was really impressed with the businesses that stepped up from Albertsons and Fred Meyer's adding senior hours. I think Walmart also did that. It's really, really nice to see that these people have adapted. They've built face shields for their for their employees. The supermarkets, the grocery stores were some of the first people to really understand this, and of course they were swamped with a lack of toilet paper. I heard yesterday that the Albertsons, one of the aisles in Albertsons, had toilet paper for the entire day. How fantastic is that? Looks like a few of you are back and it's working. I have not yet shown up on my own personal Facebook. It could very well be that my line just isn't going to be good enough to do this, and that breaks my heart because I haven't been enjoying it. So, it's great. The Crush the Curve that Tommy Alquist started. We've really seen some Idaho businesses. The universities, both Boise State and the University of Idaho, stepped up to make PPEs, personal protective gear. That's pretty important. And I really had a great time with the Idaho Truckers Association. A couple of weeks ago, they went out and they gave just a nice meal to the truckers. It was fantastic. My friend Millie, she learned how to go online with all of her Repop great gifts, and that's a fantastic. She's learned how to adapt. Melissa and Brianna have figured out a way to do some online happy hours with Ione. Eyes of the World last night. My friend Michelle was, her company was on, and they were just demonstrating their tapestries. It was really kind of fun. They're beautiful tapestries. So really important that we've learned to adapt, and we've learned how to deal with our new normal over the last 30 days, and that's pretty important. As we went along, things got a lot more serious, didn't they? We went from, basically kind of, we shouldn't really go out and we should maybe wear a mask. All of a sudden, it got serious. We really started talking death tolls, death predictions were in the thousands, and we needed to sit down, we needed to stay down, hunker in our bunker, I like to call it. But we did it. And we spent a lot of time looking at the numbers, how real they were, who's trying to manipulate us with either the really good numbers or really bad numbers. We've talked a little bit about the difference between opening the economy and closing it. We've tried to mostly stay out of that, but really what we've asked ourselves, all of us, is to look at the numbers and where they're coming from. Is it a reliable source, or is it some chiropractor who's trying to get elected in Michigan, or the ex-husband of Fran Drescher, or somebody like that? Are they really doctors? That's kind of important. We talked about that. Boy, we checked in with old friends, old, new, and certainly true here. This is real time, by the way. I never did show up for me over here. Interesting. So this is actually me, Mark, and I'm back. And so there you go. Let me see if I can run this up here. Okay. Mark, I'm real. This is not Memorex. This is actually David Arday, and I'm here. So thank you all for coming back. So I decided to start it again. We'll see how it goes. Apparently, I don't know. Look at that. I may not be freezing up. Fantastic. So like I said, I kind of reconnected all the cords to see if that worked. So we learned to check in on each other. I did a old people's check with my elderly brother and sister, and some of you who know them thought that was pretty funny. I certainly did. Boy, what did we learn? We learned a lot of tech. We learned how to Zoom. I've had a couple of Zooms. We've learned how to Skype. That's fun. All of the celebrities have set about doing that. It was really amazing. If you haven't checked out John Karansky's Some Good News, do that. He did a prom edition this last one is really fun. There has been some great internet from Emily Tipton and Jonah Shu to Ned Evitt. I see Jewel is going to do a concert. A lot of the people have stepped up and do that. Along the way, I got rid of the logo. I spent a little money. I made this a permanent thing. I added lights. I added the screen to the background. I thought I had all the tech lined out. Apparently not, but I'm freezing again. I'm just going to go, guys. Sorry. Hopefully the replay will be better. We laughed a lot. We laughed because it's good medicine. We learned that being together is fun. I started uploading the show to YouTube. That's kind of fun. So, and it's not as choppy on YouTube if you want to watch it. One of the things we've talked a lot about is being grateful. Grateful for each other, grateful for the things we have. If you're able to watch this, it means you've got a roof over your head, an internet connection here and there. And boy, that's pretty good. We're so far ahead of a lot of people. We need to be grateful for that. We need to be thankful. We need to not dwell on the negative. It's pretty easy because there's so much of it out there. But we're learning, aren't we? We're beginning to adapt. We're getting it figured out. Boy, I hate watching that screen over there. I should probably just turn it off so I don't know how bad it is. We learned from our pets. We talked about how cool it is that, our pets, that we should hydrate so we always have a wet nose. And we learned that from our cats that they're not all that excited about this stay-in stuff. They just assumed we were all gone. Health was certainly a common theme. We talked a lot about walking, about exercise, about getting out and about, doing that sort of thing. It's fun. We talked a lot about courage, the courage to do the right thing, the courage to get up in the morning, the courage to put your pants on and go out, how it's understanding the risks that we have and how unlikely it is that we personally are going to be infected, but how important it is that we do the right thing for others. Of course, there were lots of tech crashes, and we tried to decide whether or not to give up. Again, I'm beginning to wonder whether or not this makes any sense. We talked about resilience and grit, and I came back on. I've changed things up. We talked a lot about Boise Dev, my son's site. I give it a plug fairly often. If you have a chance to go to boisedev.com or Boise Dev on Facebook, I strongly encourage you to do that. Today is Do Something Good Day. In fact, it's Do Something Good Week. So if you have a particular charity or cause, and of course there are lots of those around now, and you have the means, go to idahogives.com. That's a site I'm very proud to say that my son helped put together. This originally was mostly a Channel 7 thing, and now it's expanded statewide, and it's really good. It gives us all an opportunity to get out and do some stuff. Man, I hate that freezing screen. All the way through, guys, you've stuck with me through thick and thin. We've apparently it's not freezing with everybody, so that's great that I'm not freezing everywhere. So I'm glad I powered through. Thank you all for your comments. Yeah, so I guess I'm just not going to worry about it so much. Maybe it's just me that's freezing up. How in the world? I don't know. I really don't know. Well, good. Glad it's working, at least for some of you. All the way through, you've stuck with me, and I love you, coffee mates. It looks like I'll be doing this for a while, tech or no tech, and I got to tell you, we are so lucky to have each other. I love the fact that I've been able to connect with some old friends and reconnect with others and make some new friends along the way. So if you have any suggestions, put them in the comments. If you have an idea for a topic, I'm running out of things to say. I always seem to, sometimes in the middle of the night, I come up with a new topic. No idea what tomorrow's is going to be. Not a clue. We'll have to see. So if you can and you feel like it, please click the share button, click the notification button, and please, please, please come back tomorrow to see how this goes. This is David Arday. I call these Heard Over Coffee, and I'll be back tomorrow, whether it's freezing up or not. I appreciate you all. Let's see. I hit the finish button, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. But I'm out.